सदाशिवसमारम्भां शङ्कराचार्यमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्तां वन्दे गुरुपरम्पराम्. I welcome you all with my love and respects. I welcome all the devotees who are sitting around the world with us at this moment. Without even internet connection, in the ashram, just through Skype, as on now, 322 places, 130 cities and 19 countries are sitting with us. And some of these countries are on two-way with me. Dubai, Petaling Jaya, Malaysia, Singapore, Los Angeles, San Jose, Atlanta. They are all two-way connection with me. I am seeing all of them doing Pada Puja. Dubai, my blessings to you guys. I accept your Pada Puja and your sincere devotion and love. I am very happy. And just now I have been informed in Taramangalam Center, they are sitting with us now live. Continuously, enormous quantity of vibhuti is getting materialized out of Paduka. They are removing. They say the huge quantity is continuously pouring out. In Taramangalam, my blessings to Taramangalam. And come on, now start. You will see, you will receive Kumkuma also. It's time we enter into satsang. Today's subject is samyama, technology of extraordinary powers. Patanjali's Yoga Sutra, 111th Sutra, in the 3rd chapter, 5th verse, Sutra is Tajjayat Prajna Alokaha Tajjayat Prajna Alokaha. Swami Vivekananda translates this sutra as through the attainment of the samyama comes light of knowledge. Swami Prabhavananda translates this sutra as through the mastery of samyama comes the light of knowledge. Swami Sachidananda translates as by the mastery of samyama comes the light of knowledge. Osho translates this as by mastering it, the light of higher consciousness. I will give my understanding, my experience on the sutra. Tajjayat prajnalokaha. The key word in the sutra in which the sacred secret is embedded, hidden, is prajna. The word prajna should be understood very deeply. Prajnanam Brahma. We have Mahavagya in the tradition. Prajnanam Brahman. Knowledge is reality. This word prajna, if it is understood, the confusions in the translation and understanding of samyama will be cleared. You need to understand this word, prajna. As I explained yesterday, samyama is the science of experiencing and expressing the extraordinary experiences and powers from the superconsciousness through your body and mind. See, your superconscious has all powers. It is all pervading, all knowing, eternal. But your body and mind needs to be prepared so that it can experience and express those extraordinary experiences and powers. Please understand. There are different category of people in the spiritual realm. Some who experienced extraordinary experiences and expressed those experiences, that's all. They are called great Vedantic enlightened masters, like Ramana Maharshi. He had one of an amazing superconscious experience through the samyama on death. A spontaneous samyama on death happened in him at the age of 16. And that's it. He stayed in that experience forever and gave that experience to many. There are some other masters experienced extraordinary powers and expressed only those powers to the world, like a teleporting, materializing, appearing in few places at a time. Great yogis levitating. I have seen many, I have heard of many. There are rare few incarnations who experience the highest experiences and extraordinary powers and expressed both to the world through their body and mind. I want my sannyasis to experience all the highest experiences and powers and express it with the world. I do not want my sannyasis and my rishis to be just theologians. I am not running a seminary. It is an ugly word. No. I don't want you guys to be just theologians prepared in seminary. I want you guys to be flowers of the mystery school. Theologians in the seminary. Just like parrot memorizing words and repeating it, blah, 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 blah. No. I want you guys to be the flowers of the mystery school. where you know experientially all the deepest secrets of life and you have ability to express the extraordinary powers of superconsciousness. Break the body and mind to make yogic body, Vedic mind, yen life. Yogic body, Vedic mind, yen living. Understand? Break the body and mind. You need to experience the deepest truths of body and mind. Your body and mind is like a clay. Every day you can make as you want. All you need is just reclaim the superiority over your body and mind. It's like you have some lands in your native place which you did not bother. You were working somewhere and somebody else was trying to occupy all the ghosts. Naturally, all the eyes will fall on your land. But suddenly, if you decide to go there and declare and put a board, it's my land, that's it, nothing else. All the fellows will run away. Reclaim, that's all. Same way, your body is also, when you don't reclaim, the tamasic, devilish intellectual mind, it possesses your body. Please understand, this is the worst abusal happening to your body and mind. Reclaim it. Consciously own it. Create as you want. Create yogic body, Vedic mind, yen life. Extraordinary experiences and powers. Please understand, Samyama is the technology of extraordinary experiences and powers. It is not just some useless beliefs. No. I'll prove the Samyama is an extraordinary science. I can give you a simple technique now for you to discover the power of Samyama. I'm initiating all of you into this technique. Just have a plate or bowl of water, make a small dhruva grass or a needle to float on the water, concentrate on it, do Samyama on it. Samyama means intensely put your awareness on that needle. After a few minutes you will see your inner space is kind of entering into a mood where the idea of you and that needle is no more separate. The idea is slowly getting dissolved. Idea is slowly getting dissolved. Please understand. At that moment, when you feel the intense oneness with that needle or a grass, give a command, move right, left, straight, down. Simply the dhruva, the grass or the needle or the object will listen to you. You can test today and send me the results by email. From today, I'll conduct all the satsangs like a regular class. I'll give you one exercise every day. Work on it and send me your report. I'll further answer, update, upgrade your understanding. From today, I declare all our satsang centers are branches of my mystery school, where we will work on the great mysteries of Patanjali, Samyama. Please understand, especially if you have levitated even once, if you have experienced physical levitation even once, you are ready for Samyama. Your Samyama will be intensely powerful. So you don't need to be worrying whether you have a capacity for Samyama or anything. So our satsang centers are not dry, dull, boring seminaries, theology seminaries. No, we are not theology seminaries. We are mystery school. We are Naimisharanya. Please understand. We are not even a monastery. We are much more than a monastery. We are Naimisharanya. Naimisharanya means where these great truths are taught, experimented, and people are made to experience it. People are made to experience it. So, I want all of you to understand, experiment, and experience this great truth. By Tarana, Dhyana, Samadhi. Please understand. All these three put together is what we call Samyama. By Samyama, the knowledge is achieved. Lighting up of your consciousness happens. Understand? You are a human being with all extraordinary possibilities. That is what I call you are God living in human body. All extraordinary possibilities exist in you. Extraordinary physical and mental possibilities exist in you. Like simple training can make you float in the water, swim in the water. Same way, very simple things of the life, very simple things of the life, please understand, very simple understandings in the life, very simple changes in the life can make you experience extraordinary experiences and powers and release it through the system. Like acquiring wealth and health, all human beings should work to acquire at least few extraordinary powers, few extraordinary experiences, Otherwise, life is waste. Life is waste. Don't go to gurus who waste your time just making you listen more and more and more words and putting you in depression. Go to gurus who are giving you direct experiences and making you express extraordinary powers. Extraordinary powers prove that you are practicing authentic yoga, authentic Patanjali Sutras. If you are not experiencing and expressing extraordinary powers, forget about it. Forget about those gurus. Extraordinary power is the landmark, qualification, milestone of Hindu yogic Vedantic tradition. All the masters who are remembered in Hindu yogic Vedantic traditions have expressed extraordinary powers, not just experiences alone. The experience should express in the physical realm. That's what I call powers. Just if people experience Kundalini awakening in my presence, it is expressing extraordinary experiences. That's it. But Samyama is something more than that. Samyama is not only expressing extraordinary experiences, expressing casually extraordinary powers also. If the Vibhuti is also coming, then Samyama is happening. The powers of Samyama is getting expressed. So now I can classify our centers. Our centers who are experiencing only Samadhi level and centers who are experiencing the Samyama level of connection. I want all our centers to be the sincere mystery school. Let's bring life with extraordinary experiences and powers as reality. Let's bring life with extraordinary experiences and powers as reality. I can say one of the greatest lessons I myself learned from this yogic tradition is the fellows who are just juggling with the intellectual words. For this kind of people only, beautifully Shankara sings, Bhajagovindam, Bhajagovindam, Govindam, Bhajamutamade, Samprapte Sannihite Kale, Nahi Nahi Rakshati Tukrunjgarani. The Tukrunjkarana, the grammar of Sanskrit, will not help when death comes to you. Only the extraordinary experience and stability you have and the powers you achieve will stand by you, raise you to the higher levels. Extraordinary powers should be relinquished after achieving. I have seen these fools, idiots renouncing before even having. Ramakrishna says a very beautiful story. One miser merchant who sells puffed rice was selling puffed rice in a village religious festival. There was a temple festival, Vishnu festival. He was selling puffed rice. Many sadhus, Bairagi sadhus came to that festival. Many of them went to him for alms. He did not give even a handful of puffed rice. He said, get lost, get lost. He was driving all of them, chasing them. But suddenly there was big storm. Even the temple priest asked for a handful of puffed rice for the deity. He said, nothing doing, get lost. But there was a storm. In that wind, all the puffer rice is lifted and started flying. Now this guy can't do anything. Then suddenly, his great renunciation and devotion and spirituality is awakened. Narayana Arpanamastu, Narayana Arpanamastu. I offer all these things to Narayana, Narayana. Means what? Renouncing because you can't do anything. Ramakrishna retains the great innocence of the village. What a beggar has to renounce, tell me? Only his begging bowl, in which he has written his name 10 times. Nothing else. So it is time we teach the world. A real renunciation is have it and renounce it. If you are renouncing wealth, have wealth, then renounce. If you are renouncing life, first have life, then renounce. So I have seen in my village, next to my house, there was one tailor shop. That fellow will have only one tailoring machine. If he starts stitching, whole world will know because of that sound. Going, 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 grrr. All kinds of sound, and he will put a very third-rate cheap grease. That's grease smell. Almost like a punishment for all 5 senses. This huge sound and grease smell. Morning around 8 o'clock, he will come and start that peddling. Boing, boing, grrr, grrr. All sounds will come. After half an hour, it will be almost like a donkey being overloaded and being beaten by the washerman. What will happen? For 10 minutes, he will drag, and then after that you have to beat. Then after 5 minutes, he will lie down. That's it. Same way this tailoring machine. For half an hour, it will drag with all sounds. And then finally, it will give some big screech and stop. And it will take for the tailor fellow half an hour more to repair and start again. After half an hour, it will stop. The most funny part is, after 1 or 2 hours, he cannot stitch with that machine. He will dump and go to all different shops, neighbor shops, and sit and chat. And not only that, this fellow's biggest pride is the devotee of Ayyappa. So he claims, I never close my shop, Ayyappa takes care. What is there to take care of that? There is nothing to be stolen. And he will go around and tell everybody, see, I am Ayyappa's devotee and my shop is always open. Nothing is there to take care. His whole shop is totally worthy of maybe few hundred rupee. And you can't steal also anything. And even if you steal, it will not work. And he had a bicycle. I know. No mudguard, no bell, no brake. It's barely 2.5 bones. And it's a great art to drive that bicycle. But one good thing with the bicycle is, you will not have any problem because the sound and the way the bicycle goes, anybody who comes in front will be frightened and move out and give way. It's almost like a pilot vehicle. How the police pilot vehicle, if it goes with siren, no vehicle will come in front, like this only this cycle. This fellow will not lock his cycle anywhere. Whether in the temple or outside his shop, wherever he was, the cycle will be lying down. Nobody will lock. He will never lock. Who will steal that? Nobody will steal. This kind of renunciation is useless. Useless renunciation. The renunciation and surrender should be intelligent and rich. First of all, have to share. Have to share or renounce. Even the extraordinary powers. Samyama. The capacity or the power, ability to experience the extraordinary experiences and powers, and then either enjoy or renounce as you want. So understand, but whether to live or leave or enlighten or the experience and express the extraordinary powers of consciousness, samyama is basic need. So, through next sessions, in the next sutras, we will continue to explore, experience the deeper secrets of samyama, the technology of extraordinary powers. That's the exact word I wanted to use. Samyama means the technology of extraordinary experiences and powers. We'll explore as per Patanjali. This moment, 352 places and 140 cities and 23 countries are sitting with us. I bless all of you and initiate you into one technique of samyama today. Have a bowl of water or water in plate, make a grass, dhruva grass or any grass to float, do samyama on it intensely, at least for 21 minutes. By the time you feel that you are deeply connected to that object, give instruction, command to move left, right or center any way you want. You will see that object moves. Now, I am initiating you all into this samyama. You will see it really works. So I request all the devotees to try this samyama process today and send me your experiences. So tomorrow we will enter into the deeper and deeper levels of samyama. So from today we start the Yen Mystery School all over the world. I bless you all to achieve, experience, live, express and radiate the eternal bliss, Nityananda. Thank you.